Good afternoon. Thank you, Kiran, for joining us for this fabulous Cosmopolitan Beauty and Fashion Week in partnership with Colorbar and at Select City Walk, teaming with people. So, we're at Uncafe, which is a part of the Select City Walk entire flagship. And I'd like to sort of deep dive and straight dive into the fact that you've had an amazing, journey where you've worked with a lot of brands, and now that Colorbar has created and has continued to create 19 years of solid magic and in the beauty space. What do you think has been, how has your journey been so far? What has been one of your biggest takeaways?
So I am a beauty addict at heart.
Yeah.
I always have been, even as a teenager. So as I kind of became a career woman, my natural choices were towards beauty and fashion, which is why you have seen a lot of beauty brands that I have had the privilege of working with. Becoming part of Colorbar has been a great opportunity for me because it is one of the finest homegrown color cosmetic brands in my opinion. And this I feel as a beauty professional and also as a consumer of the brand, because the obsession that the brand team has with product formulation, consumer shopping experience is unheard of. Because 19 years ago, no beauty cosmetic brand in the price band that we are in was thinking of starting with their own stores. Everybody went to general trade or modern trade. The fact that Colorbar and Mr. Modi, the founder, the maverick genius behind the brand, had the audacity to dream this big speaks volumes for what vision he has for the brand and the promise Colorbar has for Indian women. So I think it's my privilege to be part of the brand today.
I think being audacious comes with being very entrepreneurial and being not risk averse at all.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, I mean, you have to be in it to sort of win it, regardless of sticking to any sort of nuanced conformities.
Absolutely.
Any of those. So my next question for you is, like you said for yourself, that it's a homegrown success story.
Yeah.
Everybody's been talking about it. You're going to be finishing 2 decades next year. So what do you think is the secret code to success, and what do you think has been the biggest challenge for the brand so far?
For Colorbar?
Correct.
I think in the last 2 decades, Indian women have changed a lot. Their sense of beauty need has changed a lot. There is more affluence that has come in. 10 years ago, if you just look at the data, there were only 16 million Indian households that were classified as upper middle class. 10 years later, that number stands at 61 million households.
Wow.
So obviously the market has grown because this buying population has grown exponentially. So I think any brand, homegrown or otherwise, will have to be very mindful of what the modern affluent Indian woman is seeking.
Correct.
Whether it is her shade or it is her color cosmetic that sets her going on an everyday basis, not necessarily occasion wear. I think her need would be very important. So when we are doing portfolio selection, product formulation, we need to be very, very close to what our consumers are looking for. Just cookie cutting product portfolio won't work anymore.
Right.
Because this consumer is very aware.
Do you feel like there is a challenge you've had to solve? You've already talked about, the kind of diversification of the brand and the way it's continued to evolve and sustain itself over these 19 years. Do you think there are a few challenges you've had to override during this time, or do you sort of feel like future forward, this is what we need to override?
So I think Colorbar's journey has been a combination of both. One is taking risk in a market that had high entry barrier.
Okay.
But equally, we have been very prudent with our expansion and growth. And now that the market is buoyant, now that there are so many consumers out there, women out there, wanting the best for themselves and not shying away from spending on themselves. I think now expanding quickly, bringing the best in class, being more available, and getting our brand expression more sharply in the market would be very, very crucial to bring in yet another decade of success.
Absolutely, and we can't wait to see what we have in store for the future, because you've, as always, had fabulous lines. The Pixie Love line is one of the lines which we absolutely loved in our office when we had, like,
So
you know,
did we.
the first run of it. I want to also ask you what, according to you, makes Colorbar made for magic?
So, you know, you know it, I know it, and
Yeah.
all of our fellow women would agree. Makeup is about self-expression. And my expression of myself may be very different from what you think of yourself.
True.
And I would go one step ahead. I think what we think, my expression of myself on a Monday morning is very different from my expression of myself on a Saturday
Right.
brunch. So I think color cosmetic, beauty has that ability to make that expression of yours real, and it's magical.
Yeah.
And how can you change so quickly? And,
Yeah.
and only beauty can do that for you. I think that's what Colorbar endeavors to do: bring the magic, make the magic happen for you, let you become who you want to be. So I think that truly is magic, and finding little happiness. You know, when you walk into a beauty store,
Yeah.
you're not really looking for a lipstick.
Yeah.
You're looking for a vision of yourself, you
Yeah.
know. When you're looking at the brow pencil, you're not really buying a brow pomade or whatever. You're looking for that vision of yourself, that expression of yourself. And when you find that, that's magical. So that's magic.
And transformative.
And very transformative.
Inside out, almost.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I mean, you've already spoken about the highest international standards maintained while curating the products. According to you, I know it'll be hard to pick because all of them are literally your babies, but what is the one product which you are currently loving right now?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the team would know this is one. I think my personal favorite is our Miracle Glow Primer.
Lovely.
I think I cannot step out of the house without it.
Yeah.
Whether I have any other makeup or not, but I definitely have Colorbar Miracle Glow Primer. I think it's one of the best formulation, and especially if you are someone who's minimalist.
Yeah.
I think that is something that gets you going, gets you an even skin, and you're set for office or a quick step out.
And for
yeah.
somebody who's always on the go, it just works perfectly.
Yeah, and it's versatile. It works for me.
Fab. You spoke about how your transition from Bombay to Delhi has happened recently, right? And Select City Walk is like the hub of, and it's really the heart of all of these shopping experiences. Any place around here which you think is a place which you've sort of had like a nice laid back experience, or any memory of that sort, or shopping which you want to probably go and segue into post this conversation?
So I've known Select City ever since.
Yeah.
Like 15 years now.
Yeah.
Because while I mean, if you're a beauty professional and you run a beauty business, you will very necessarily have a store at Select City. So as a professional, well, I think this is the best place, beauty professional. Even as a consumer, I think you can never walk away from this mall without shopping into any of these stores. And I really like the collection of the stores they have, which is between apparel, restaurants, home stores, and sometimes they have these kiosks in between. And then they have this outside. They do some exhibition. Because a Mumbai person, we don't have this luxury in Mumbai.
Correct.
We are so crunched on space.
Yeah.
But come to Delhi, come to Select City Mall, especially if you've come in winters, you cannot leave the mall without dropping by outside where they do
True,
exhibitions.
and on top of it, we have the experiences which we've created in partnership with Cosmo and Colorbar, like the ones which are happening these past 2
So
days.
you always have something new to discover.
Absolutely.
Something new to discover always.
So lovely, Kiran. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we can't wait for another, you know, half a century and beyond for Colorbar to continue to create your magic. Thank you so much.